So I am so excited about this podcast. It's gonna be so good.
Yes, girl, we got it.
It's more than about hair. It's a crown we wear. Confidence shining. Love in the air.
What if the answer to your hair loss has been in a hidden field called trichology? Welcome to the It's More Than About Hair podcast. I am Tamarian Myrick, the hair loss strategist and a trichology educator.
And I am the Kenyatta Nicole, your certified trichologist and natural hair coach.
And together we're going to explore how your hair connects to your health, your life, and your confidence, because it's more than about hair, it's about who you are.
And we're going to be breaking down what is trichology and how we can help you on your hair journey. So, Tamarian, let's talk about what is trichology in the simplest term to help them understand.
Well, I've been in trichology for about 9 years now, and now that I'm on the other side from the beginning, I think that trichology in its most simplest form, I think it's hair healing from the inside out, because we don't realize is that, especially when clients come see us, they don't realize how their body has to be at a certain health in order to grow hair.
And I love that. I know, like, for me, just getting in the field and learning that as well, that it's more, I knew it was more than about hair, but just really being able to express that to my clients and giving them a simple solution, not simple, but giving them a solution on helping them to understand that, no, it's not just about products or what you're putting on your hair or on your scalp. It's more internally.
Yeah.
So
tell everybody, I've been in this field for about 9 years. I know you are a new trichologist. So tell everybody the difference on how you feel from being a cosmetologist and now being a trichologist.
So for me, it was like, because I always been about healthy hair. I always been about, one of my sayings was, it start from the inside. So now it's like I'm able to really give them a solid plan and to help them along the journey. And it's different because before I used to just send them over here to you.
And I was like, girl, no, you need to go in that trichology program now.
And so doing the trichology program with you, of course, it has helped me to step my game up. It has helped me to really explain to my clients and really give them a solution, especially the ones that are struggling with hair loss and prevention as well, because I feel like a lot of times, clients, they wait till the problem happen and then they come to us and it's like, no, they wait too long. And it's like, no, let's get it before it happened.
Yes.
And so now I've been able to offer that to my clients as well. So I'm excited about this journey.
I'm excited that you join us.
Yes. And it's like a family over here.
Yes.
So it's just like, y'all, we could do this, let's do that. So we just been rocking and moving. So I'm excited about this journey and the possibilities of it. And there's so many things like, we do when it comes to trichology.
Yes.
So let's talk about how trichology is different between a dermatologist and also just a regular cosmetologist.
Or a trichologist, you mean? How the difference between a dermatologist and a trichologist?
Yeah.
Or dermatologist, cosmetologist, and trichologist?
All of it.
So, it's crazy that you asked me that, because before my trichology career, what I used to do is, send all my clients to the dermatologist. And I remember them coming back saying that they just gave me this medication, or they'll come with this shampoo. And I'm like, this shampoo is so dry to the hair. Like, what is going on? And so, I just want to go back a little bit, when I found out about trichology, I found it out by meeting you. We was in, the cosmetology educator program. And I remember seeing the women coming into school getting their hair done, and they used to bring the same shampoo. And I'm like, what is going on? Everybody can't have just the same treatment. And so now that I'm a trichologist, the difference is that we look at the root cause of what's going on. And what I mean by root cause, the client can be having hair loss because of hormones, gut issues. It can be their lifestyle. It can be their diet. And we hone in on the different things that's going on with that client, and we come up with a protocol. Whereas dermatologists, they treat everybody, it's like a one-size-fit-all treatment. Most clients, they come in with this minoxidil or that the steroid shampoo, or they're getting shots. And what I've seen in trichology is that the shots are making their hair loss worse because they're not really honing in on what's causing the inflammation. And so, I would say the difference between the trichologist and a dermatologist is that we're more on the holistic side, and dermatologists more of the medical side. And I feel like as trichologists, we have to educate clients the difference, because I know holistic is not for everybody. But then we got to educate them on how going on the holistic side is a lot better for long term. Are you a stylist or beauty professional ready to take your career to the next level?
Well, the Trichology Accelerator program was built just for you. In just 9 weeks, you'll learn how to identify the root cause of hair loss, master scalp analysis, and create powerful holistic treatment plans that get your clients the results they're looking for.
You don't need to spend years trying to figure it out. I already did it for you. Now it's your turn. Become the expert. Enroll today and start transforming lives, and including your own.
Before I became a trichologist, it was like you said, it was the same shampoo. That was it. It was like shampoo your hair every 3 days or once a week. And a lot of my clients, they not shampooing their hair once a week, So it was just hard to really give them a solution, and I didn't know. So it was just like, okay, we're gonna use this shampoo, and then we're gonna do what I know what we can do to help you along that journey. So being here has taught me it's deeper. It's getting to the root cause. It's more than just using the shampoo. And you taught me that too, of it is really a difference between a dermatology and a trichologist, because like you just said, I was sending my clients to the dermatologist. It really is a difference in knowing that it's deeper than the surface level.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you pointed that out.
Yeah. And I want to add to that too, that clients don't realize when they enter into trichology, when they try going to a trichologist or meet a trichologist, it's so much deeper than the hair. We get to learn about the emotions that's going on. We don't realize that the emotions that are tied to certain body system, that's why we're getting certain diseases. It's not just that it's genetics, like everybody is saying. I can't stand that we say it's genetics and we want to blame it on genetics, but we have to hone in on really the bigger issue is how we're feeling, the feelings that the body is feeling, and then the trauma that the body is feeling. And I feel like now, being on this side about 9 years later, most clients are dealing with just trauma that's built in the body, and then we have to help them help them find ways to kind of release all the experiences that have been going on in their lives that has in turn turned into hair loss.
Yes. And that's one of my favorite parts of talking to them about healing.
Yes.
That's because I know for me, I had to heal,
Right.
from some past childhood traumas that I thought like, okay, it's
Me as
okay.
well.
Yeah. And you just look at it as it is what it was. It's not affecting my life. And a lot of women, I'm not going to say women because we do treat men as well.
Right.
But a lot of people don't understand that it's traumas that we think that we're over, we think that we don't have to deal with, and now it's showing up in our hair.
Yeah.
And it can show up a lot of ways, diseases as well. And we'll talk about that later, get more into it.
Right.
But it's a lot, and I love to talk to them about that because I know how it has helped me along my life journey by just dealing with things that I didn't realize that was a trigger or was a problem, because we just, especially in our community, we just
Right.
braze over it and be like, oh, it is what it was.
Yeah.
But dealing with that helps us to heal our heal from within, and then help us to heal our hair.
Yes.
Yeah,
So let me ask you, Kenyatta, why is hair loss never just about hair?
because what a lot of people don't understand that are dealing with hair loss, it goes deeper. It's what our hair is the last to get nutrients from the body. So if your body is lacking certain, like vitamin D, omega-3s, I learned about that. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
If our bodies don't have omega-3s, it's gonna cause hair loss.
Yes.
So that's why it's more than about the hair. Because if our body is lacking certain minerals, certain vitamins, then our hair is the last to get those nutrients. So if our hair is the last and our body is lacking that, the hair is going to die off.
Right.
So it's more than about hair. It's more than just me putting putting a product on my hair or on my scalp. So it's deeper. So we got to get to the root cause,
Right.
and see what is our body lacking, so then we can start putting the right things that we need in our body to help us with our hair growth.
So I created it because I was finding that there were so many women that were still struggling with their hair. They didn't understand their hair porosity. They didn't understand their hair texture. And they was going out buying product after product, looking at video after video, and they were still confused. I need to create some to help my queens to understand their natural hair, and that way, once they understand it, then they can go out and buy the products that they need, which is going to help them to save money and time. One of the things when I thought about creating my products, I thought about the women that were struggling with dry hair, dry scalp, and wanted hair growth. And so I thought about products that was going to help to add moisture in the hair. Nora is actually my mom. My mom passed away in 2010. I decided to honor my mom and honor all the hard work she has done for me. And I named my products after Nora. Not only did I name my products after Nora, people don't know this. The logo is actually my mom's signature that I got turned into a logo.
And I want to go a little bit deeper, and I like to go a little bit, about learning about how the body works. As far as if something going on with the body, we have to understand that our heart pumps the blood. It doesn't pump the blood up to our scalps. It pumps the blood all the way down to our feet and then back up to our scalps. And so I tell clients, if anything is going on in the body, if we're stressed or anything, then that blood flow, because it's going from our heart to our feet up to our scalps, sometimes because of what's going on in the body, it doesn't even reach the hair. So now we're dealing with, the scalp is not getting enough blood flow and stimulation and oxygen. And that's when it causes miniaturization, which is shrinkage of the hair strands. So I always like to start clients off so they'll understand, hey, I have to really get the blood flow flowing because it's not reaching my scalp.
That's good. And another thing too is protein.
Yes.
A lot of times, my clients are asking me, hey, can my hair get thicker? And I'm like, Yeah, but it's all about how it's
And they
growing
think it's just
out.
the products that get it
Yes.
thicker, and it's not.
Yes. And so I'm like, if you are getting the right amount of protein in the body, if you're getting the right supplements that your body needs, then guess what? Now that hair is going to grow out thicker and fuller. But our hair can still grow, but if it can grow back thin and fine. And I've
Exactly.
seen that under the microscope as well. Like, okay, the hair is growing, but it's growing back very fine and
Right.
thin. So it is like, what we are putting in our body, what we're putting in our mouths. I had a client on Saturday and I'm telling her, she's like, oh my God, don't tell me nothing else. Don't tell me anything else. And so I was like, okay, we'll take baby steps.
Right.
But if you really want to see progress, you want to see growth, then you are going to have to listen. And this is my main motto. Either you're going to pay for it now or you're going to pay for it later. So at what time do you want to pay for it?
Right. And we have to understand too that, our body is cells and our hair is cells. And I also tell clients that a lot of times what the body is renewing, our bodies don't get the right nutrients for our cells, and what our cells need for the missing blocks is the amino acids, the protein. So that's very, very important that our protocols are, filled with supplements with protein.
And one of the things that I learned a whole lot, but the 90-day cell turnover, how it
Yes.
takes our bodies 90 days in order for the cells to turn over. So a lot of times, like even just being a cosmetologist, it was like, people will stop coming or they'll stop doing their treatments because they want that microwave. They'll do something for like, I'll say 2 weeks.
Right.
And then they won't see results.
Not even 30 days.
Not even 30 days. And then they'll be like, oh, it didn't work. And it's like, no. So learning about that and learning that it takes our body 90 days for the cells to turn over. So you have to give it time. And then depending on how severe the hair loss is, it can take up to a year or even longer. So just learning that was like eye-opening for me. And so now I'm able to tell my clients, like, just be patient.
Right.
Give it time. This didn't happen overnight. So now you have to give it time. And long as you're doing your part, we doing our part, you're going to see results.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Kenyatta, what does our hair tell us about our overall health and lifestyle?
So I always say, your hair talks to you, you gotta listen. Let me say that again for the people in the back. Our hair always talks to us, but we have to listen.
Yeah, it's a messenger.
Yes. And I always hear you say this. Our hair is our scalp is our detox pathway.
Scalp is a detox pathway.
Yes. So even to our scalp can tell us, you don't need to eat that food. You are allergic. Stop eating gluten. You are allergic to dairy. So you're allergic to sugar. It all shows up on our scalp. So when people be like, oh I have a lot of dandruff. No, that's your...
Or I'm itchy.
Yes.
Or I'm tender.
Yes, those are hair loss signs.
Yes.
Even with the flaky scalp, it can be seborrheic dermatitis. Just telling you that your body is rejecting it. It does not like it. And so it's a lot. Like even down to our bodies, our hair telling us when it's time to shampoo our hair.
Yes.
So it talks to us all the time.
Yes. And let me say a little bit about that, because I think in our community we are taught to not shampoo. Especially back in my day as a child, my mom was like, oh, your hair, will grow better dirty. I'm like, that was a myth. And so I tell clients, it's like, our hair needs to be shampooed. Those follicles has to get unclogged for oxygen to get in order to get that blood flow to the scalp. So I tell clients, you can shampoo your hair every single day. It's just about finding the right shampoo and conditioner and the right treatment and protocol to help, bring that moisture back in for hair growth. So I tell clients, you have to shampoo often.
Ooh, and when you told me that, I learned that because in school,
Right.
we did not learn that. Like, we learned like basically shampooing your hair every day was for the others, the other
Right.
race. Like, we couldn't shampoo our hair every day. So learning that, I was like, wow, okay, we could shampoo our hair every day, but like you said, using the right products. I'll say a lot of us aren't using the right products. Like, I would tell my clients, and when I would do lives and stuff, like, hey, in the salon I use up to 2 to 3 shampoos. So knowing when to use what shampoos and conditioners at the right time. We was also taught, don't put conditioner on the scalp.
That's
And
another
it's-
one.
and it's like using the right products at the right
Yes.
time. Yes, you can put conditioner on the scalp.
Yep.
But you got to know when to use it, like
Yep.
you said.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's a lot, and I'm glad we are doing this podcast. It's more than about hair, because there's so many things that we're going to be teaching y'all when it comes to your hair from the inside out. We're going to have different guests on here as well. So, because we want to dive deeper, because we understand that it's more than about hair. It's on the inside out, Yeah. What's one story from your experience that shows how powerful trichology can be in changing someone's life?
Whew, I have a lot. I have gotten a lot of results, but I think that one story is my first client that I started when I first started Trichology. A lot of people don't know that when I graduated trichology school, it wasn't about doing trichology. It was just only about learning what I was seeing. I didn't know that trichology was going to be so big. I thought I was just going in it just to learn about, really how I can educate my clients. But it's crazy how God works. God brought me this client right when I graduated.
Wow.
And I told her, I said, yeah, I just graduated trichology school. And, we learned about how to identify hair loss and scalp disorders. And I was just telling her this whole spiel. And then one question she asked me was, well, how are you going to get my hair back? And I was like, oh, I wasn't ready for that. I just wanted to educate you on, what I've learned. And she's like, no, because I never heard of trichology. It's interesting. The crazy thing is, I have seen the dermatologist after dermatologist after dermatologist. I had experienced hair loss for about 17 years now. And I was like, 17 years? I don't know if I can get her hair back.
All right.
But I said, okay, well, let's try. I'm one of those people that is really fearless. She was willing to, let me try, the techniques on her. And so I analyzed her. I found out that, she just had some, high blood pressure issues. She had a little bit of anemia. But one thing that stuck out with her was just overall stress. And so what I did was I created a protocol for her, and protocol of supplements, diet, and we did treatments every single week. And the crazy thing is, her hair grew back in 9 months.
Wow.
And that's what started it all.
Wow.
And I was like, OMG, I can grow somebody's hair back from 17 years.
Wow.
So that one I always talk about. And I would say she still comes to me now, 9 years later. She have had hair loss again 2 more times, and I grew it back. And I would say that anybody that is dealing with hair loss and you're wondering if trichology will work for you, just find a trichologist. If you don't know one, I can help you find one.
That was good.
Yes.
And you know what? I'm going to say, like, you give me hope because it is scary.
It
When
is.
when you get the clients and they come and you looking at their hair and it's like, am I going to be able, I don't want to sell you a false hope. I really want to help you.
Right.
And so by me seeing all the testimonies, looking at the pictures, there'll be a client in your chair and you'll be like, Kiana, look at her hair. You'll pull up the picture. And I'm like, wow. So it gives me hope that I can help my clients. And so I never forget, like years ago, and they say sometimes you have to borrow somebody else's belief in order for you to believe it
Wow.
first. So I'm up in here borrowing your belief. I'm going off of all the things that you have done for your clients. And so it's helping me to say, okay, I could do this. This gonna be good. Okay, this gonna be my first story.
Yes.
And so that's what helped me to keep going.
Yeah.
Even when some of the times I don't know, got you right there. Like,
Right.
hey girl, hey T, I need your help.
And I want to say sometimes I don't know. Like I tell y'all, like I told you in class, sometimes I don't. Sometimes they have multiple types of hair loss going on, and I'm like, okay, how are we going to do it? But I think people have to realize is that the reason why we are trichologists is to help them understand themselves, understand that it's more than about hair, because that's what trichology is. And we have to just be with them along the journey, just like a counselor. I think we are counselors of hair, that we help women and men, because now we're getting more men now, understand that, it's more than about the hair. It's about what's going on in the inside.
Yes. And we're here to help y'all with that.
Yes.
And so, okay, so let's talk about where do we see trichology in the next 5 to 10 years?
I see it's blowing up now. I see trichology, it's crazy because 9 years later that we're still, I still hear clients saying, I can't find a trichologist. I can't find a trichologist. And I'm like, we see trichologists everywhere. But I think what the problem is that, like for you, Kenyatta, it's just scary. Once stylists get in it, it's just scary. And I feel like we need to build a community for stylists, beauty professionals, trichologists, and even dermatologists, if they want to be in it, if they'll allow us to, communicate with them and educate them on certain things, is that our sole purpose is to serve the community. And I really think that everyone, every stylist, every dermatologist needs to learn about trichology just to have an open mind.
Yes.
That we're moving more so on the holistic side of things. And it's okay to mix holistic and medical together. And I think that's a disconnect with medical professionals, is that they are one-sided, one mindset of, oh, my method is the only method. But no, we can work together, because I've seen it happen with some of my clients that I've worked with. But it's just that we have to learn how to communicate with each other on serving the community.
I agree. And I feel like you said, it is a growing field, especially with a lot of the methods, a lot of the trends that are out here with hair. And so I feel like there's going to be more cosmetologists, more dermatologists that's going to get into trichology. So like I said before, I'm excited about this.
Yes.
Make sure that y'all like, share, and subscribe to It's More Than About Hair, because we got so many things that we're going to be talking about. And if you are in the Atlanta area, we do have people that travel.
Yes.
Make sure you come and see us. We are certified. We have a team of trichologists that are here at the Restore Salon and Trichology Center.
So Restore Salon Trichology Center is located at 1025 East West Connector, Suite 604. We are in Austell, Georgia.
Thank y'all again. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode. Make sure y'all comment. Let us know what are some things that you are struggling with when it comes to your hair and how we can help you on your hair loss journey. We will see y'all again next week. We love y'all and talk to y'all soon.
It's more than about hair. It's a crown we wear, confidence shining.